Hello and welcome to Clandeboye Park, where Bangor are taking on Welders and we are taking on some Terrace talk. So I'm joined by Paul. Paul's Head of Community and Relations here. Paul, tell me what are your thoughts on the season so far?
Doing very well. It's a good start to the season. You know, if you'd asked us at the start of the season, it would be around where we are in the table now. I think every single person on the ground would take it. So hoping for 3 points today, and the weather's good, so hopefully it'll be a good day all round.
So far the guys have done really well. It's great that we got the promotion back up to where we belong, and they're pushing on to try and get up into the next level to get into the Premier League. But it's a learning curve for them, but they're doing very well. Proud of them so far.
Neil is the club historian here at Bangor. Neil, tell me what are your thoughts on the season so far?
This season was one about just sort of getting back up into this league and re-establishing ourselves. After we played our first round of games, we're third in the league, far better than most of us expected. So far so good. Last couple of games maybe haven't been so good. Today's a chance to sort of get things back on track.
The atmosphere has been absolutely brilliant. Love the passion, love the formation, love the manager. If we play well today, I think the boys will get top 4 this season, hopefully, and then hopefully we get promoted to the Irish League.
It's been a decent enough start, you know. Obviously the last 2 games have been 2 defeats, but you know, coming up into a new league, and obviously it's going to be a challenge. It's a harder league, better opposition, but you know, especially, you know, if you'd have said at the start of the season where we would be now, would you accept it? I definitely would have, yeah.
Charles, tell me, what is your favourite thing about Bangor?
My daddy, number 1, James Taylor.
Oh. So who's your favourite player?
Number 1.
To be fair, I'm proud of the boys. In the last 2 games we haven't played the best, but we're currently, I think we're sitting 7th, and to come up from the 3rd division into the championship, obviously the championship's a wee bit of a harder league, they are playing really well.
I'm joined by Bangor's chairman, Graham. Graham, give me your thoughts on the season so far.
Yeah, I think so far it's been a very tough league, as we were expecting to be, but I think the boys have really stood up to the challenge, and I think we're happy enough for where we are at this stage of the season.
Megan, tell me, how long have you followed Bangor for?
Like a year, I don't know, like a year, I think, yeah.
And why do you love coming to the games?
Because I live so close and I like to watch my favourite players play. And I don't know, I just like getting high fives and watching my favourite players.
What have the last few years been like, just as a journey? What has it been like for Bangor?
It could be made into a movie, I think. It's the last 6-7 years have been, I think the word journey is the perfect way to describe it. It's coming from where we have, from the doldrums, as you could say, to being in the championship in a relatively short amount of time. If you take COVID into consideration, it's been a great achievement, and there's a lot to be proud of on and off the pitch.
You know, it's been a sort of re-emergence, you know, obviously going through the Ballymena League, and then into the PIL, and then obviously going to the playoff, and it was sort of a bit of a heartbreak at that stage, and then last season, you know, going through really good strong defence, and then coming up with a few games Spurs, so yeah, real success. So obviously the club is, you can see today there's a big buzz about it.
I suppose it's been a bit of a bumpy ride, but I think that engaging with the community, getting all the volunteers on board, and obviously then the success on the pitch has really meant something to everybody. I think it's really good to have everybody involved, and I think whenever you are successful, whenever everybody is involved, it makes it that wee bit more special for everybody.
It's been a bit of a roller coaster. I became chaplain 6 years ago. 6 years ago yesterday, funny enough. So when I came in, they were in the Ballymena Intermediate League, so dropped out of NIFL altogether. But it's brought us success over the years, you know, with winning the Intermediate League.
2017 we found ourselves in a very dark place. There's big changes behind the scenes. We dropped down into the Ballymena League. That was a new low for the club, really, and it's just been constant work behind the scenes. We've got good people on board at the club, working tirelessly behind the scenes, and a lot of volunteers. There's guys in the turnstiles, guys in the tuck shop there, you know, come and volunteer at the club, give their efforts, you know, for nothing. And it's just a complete transition from where we were.
What have your thoughts been on the coverage that the championship has received so far this season?
It's great. I think you guys do a great job in terms of getting the word out there, and you look around here today and hopefully you'll see a good crowd, and there's nothing better in my eyes than being out on a Saturday afternoon supporting local football, and you guys do a great job in supporting that as well.
Yeah, I think that obviously the more that we can PR out local football, the better it is for everybody. I think right across the board around Niffle, the crowds are increasing, the interest is growing, and I think that the clubs have a responsibility to promote their own, but also then the coverage from Niffle will always, pushing it forward and supporting your local team. And I think it's becoming a very vibrant league to be part of. And I think it's testimony. You'll see the fans here today, and week by week we can see the crowds that are growing.
It's one thing I'm very, be very congratulative of is the fact that how Niffle have actually promoted it, and it's not just saying it's in front of the screen. People even see, the coverage and getting out the various grounds, the Terrace talk, things that Niffle's doing. So, but it's been a long time coming as well, and the crowds deserve it, the league deserves it, the whole. It brings a whole new dimension to it. Hopefully, new sponsorship money into the game, and then it'll develop not just the player on the field, but the player off the field.
What do you think it is that makes the Irish League special?
I think there's just more of a push now that more clubs are becoming community clubs, and doing a lot for the community and the wider circle. And it's just great to see that, to try and get families involved. And Bangor here's obviously one of those clubs that really push to be a community club, and a lot of them are following suit in that, so it's great to see.
It's real. It's real. You don't see the sort of things that you would in the Premier League, and yeah, real is. There's something about it that it's genuine, and people that are playing, that they really care for the club and they really care for what they're doing. You might not see it in other parts of the world,
Well, I've only been supporting them for a few years, but from my experience, it's been good fun, good fans, good atmosphere. Everything about the club's lovely.
I suppose it's our own. It's your own towns, it's your own people, and I think that really it is real football. And I think that really whenever you're seeing the sort of money that's across the water in the European leagues, I think that really you get a taste of real football that's on your doorstep.
I think it's just authentic, would be the best way to describe it, in the sense that, it's real. You get the robust challenges, you get the things that you would have got in the sort of English league years ago, where now it's still real. So yeah, and that you're close to the players.
It's the fact that you can get, standing on a pitch. You couldn't do that in the Premier League, could you? You get thrown off. It's just a community about the club. You come down, you see the same people every week. And there's a bit of atmosphere around the ground now, a bit of a buzz, because we're doing quite well.
Favourite Bangor player ever?
Oh, ever? Oh. I have to say Lee Feeney. Feeney's the boss. I'll get me a few brownie points. Or Michael Halliday, seeing he's a mate,
Well thought,
wasn't it?
Ooh. That's a tough one. I would say, I've only been involved with the club, a few years. James Taylor. I'd say, sort of what he brought, the stability to the team, especially last season. Michael Halliday as well, what he's given to the club in his time as well. So.
Stevie Brown. He played for us in the 90s. He won the Irish Cup for us. He helped win us. He was just the spine of that team. Fantastic defender, would come up and score goals. That would be my favourite.
To be honest, I love Ben Arthur. He's over there warming up, and Ben has been with us throughout this journey, and he's the kind of player that's always in the right place at the right time, and his ability to put ball in the back of the net, it's not as easy as it looks sometimes, and I fancy him to score a few goals today as well.
And what is your favourite memory following the club?
Favourite memory, it was probably Stevenson's Cup was good last season, but I would say getting up into this league was definitely one of the better moments, especially what the club has went through.
Getting promotion up to the championship last year was it's almost a result of everything that we've gone through over the past few years. This is our aim, is to get in the championship and even further up the table and up into the Premier League. But it's what you see on the pitch here is the result of so much hard work off the pitch. So when you see that happening and that culminating in promotion, that's everything you want.
It's got to be the Irish Cup final win. Paul Byrne scoring a A late winner against Ards in the final. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Gary, just on a final note then, what does Bangor mean to you?
I go back a long way, but Bangor was a ball boy many years ago. As I say, chaplain for the past 6 years, so it's just good to be here for the guys, be here for the whole club, and as I say, just that community aspect of it is just great to be around that. You know, with kids coming in today from Clandeboye Primary School to be mascots, so it's all those things that it's just great to be here. Just really great to be here. Good board, good support base, great players, and just a club that's going places, and it's just great to be part of it.
It means a lot, and I love it so much, so it means a lot to me.
It's an awful lot. Saturday afternoon, not having to go shopping.
It's community. The thing about Bangor Football Club is that you get people from all sides of the community, all genders, all races, and you'll see today that it's not just a football club, it's a family and it's a community.
A lot in terms of my role, I'm a mental health wellbeing officer, so it's a caregiving role, you know, and it means a lot in terms of what we as a team. We have a team called We Care You Matter, and that's essentially what it's all about. So we're 5 or 6 in our team, and it means a lot, and we're there to support players, staff, you know, in terms of volunteers, supporters, everyone. We're there to support the whole strands of the club.
It's like part of my life. It's part of my personality, really. It's what I love and who I support, and it's my club.
No, listen, it means the world to me. I think that the amount of hours that me and the other board members put in, it's great to be here on a Saturday, and it's probably the only hour and a half that you sort of enjoy during the week where you can put your feet up and actually enjoy the game. So, no, we're looking forward to today's match.